All right, today we are going to begin Chapter 1, which is using place value. This is just kind of an overall view of the different learning targets that you will learn throughout Chapter 1. They're all listed in red, so knowing the names of the place value, knowing what equivalent decimals are, ordering decimals, and being able to read and write decimals according to which place value they are in. Today's lesson is 1-1, and these are some important math vocabulary words that I will be using during today's lesson. The first one is place or place value. This is the actual name of the spot where the number is. For example, the ones, tens, hundreds, and so on. The next word is value. This is how much the number is worth. For example, if there was a 7 in the tens place, it would be worth 70. If there was an 8 in the millions place, it would be worth 8 million. If there was a 2 in the if there was a 2 in the 100,000 place, it would be worth 200,000. And the last vocab word is place value chart. This is a way to organize the names of the place value chart. Each student will be receiving their own place value chart to fill out and use throughout the entire chapter, where you will write out ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and so on, but you will also write out the decimals, the tenths, hundredths, and thousandths. Our first example reviews what standard form is. Standard form is the normal way of writing numbers. So here we have a problem that's written currently in word form, 12,324,500, and we're supposed to write that into standard form. So again, here is 12,324,500 written as word form. If we're going to write this in standard form, I'd start by writing 12, and then I put a comma to represent my millions, 324, and again I put a comma, but this time it represents my thousands, and then 500. This I have just shown how to write out in standard form using regular numbers, 12,324,500. The next example is to go over expanded form. Expanded form is a way of writing numbers as an addition problem using the values. So before, when we talked about the values, that a 3 in the 10,000s place would actually mean 30,000. A 4 in the thousands place would mean 4,000, and so on. We're going to connect each of those values and make it into one long addition problem. So here you see 34,617 written in standard form, and we're going to write it out as expanded form. So I'm going to start with my first number, which is the 3. The 3 is in the 10,000 spot, so the value would be 30,000. I apologize, I'm not using a stylus, so it's taking me a little bit longer to write out the numbers. And then I put an addition sign. Next, I'm going to switch colors just so you can see a little bit. The 4 would be next. The 4 is in the thousand spot, so that value would be 4,000. And I put my addition sign. Switch to another color. The next number is the 6, and it's in the hundred spot, so its value is 600. So 600. And my addition sign. Let's do another color. Then we have the 1. The 1 is in the 10 spot, so that means its value is just simply 10. And then we're going to have to go back to black again. The 7 is in the 1 spot, so it's just worth 7. So taking this number in standard form and writing it into expanded form, we have 30,000 plus 4,000 plus 600 plus 10 plus 7. If you ever do an example like this that has a 0 as one of the numbers, you can just skip right there because the 0 value is worth nothing. You don't have to include that. The third example is reviewing what word form is. Word form is simply writing out a number using words. So here I have the standard form, 9,200,340. My thing is that if you can say it, you can write it. So you just have to be able to say what the number is and go nice and slow and say it out loud, even if that helps you. So again, I go through it and I see 9,200,340. For this example, I'm actually going to use the font feature and I'm going to type out the words instead of making you sit there and watch me write them out. So we have that same number, and here I'm going to use words. You want to spell out every single word. You also want to include a comma every time you see a comma in the number. So I would start by typing 9 million, comma, 200,000, comma, 340, and that's the end of my number. I literally just typed out the words of every single thing that I was saying. Includes the end of teaching you the new examples and lessons in Lesson 1-1. So your homework for tonight is workbook page 1, numbers 1 through 8. I would highly suggest going back and rewatching the video, even writing out the examples as I write them out, and using that to help you while you are completing your homework. If you have any questions, you can always send me an email. Thank you. Have a great day.